I just got back from a walk, so I figured it's time to make another diary entry. About a month ago, I got an insane message at 4 in the morning from somebody who used to be a mutual between myself and the friend who dropped me in October. Here it is for your reference. Overall, it completely threw me off for quite some time. While you're here, watch the Mahjong too. I barely talked to this dude while I was still part of our server, and the last conversation we had, we exchanged our My Anime lists. Then, 6 months after I had my friendship breakup, I get this message. Like, what the fuck? Let me break this down. First, I didn't get kicked out of our server. I left myself, out of pure depression. And second, I had no one left after that. Who am I going to manipulate and make myself out to be a victim to? My 4 subscribers? Until that point, after my friend dropped me, I messaged her on 3 occasions. The first was congratulating her on her new job in November, which she responded to. The second was asking if she wanted to catch up in December, which she also responded to. The last message was in February around the Super Bowl. I watched the Super Bowl with her last year and it made me think of her, so I just wished her well. So, I sent her a screenshot of this message saying I'm not sure what I did, but I'm sorry. I then followed up the following morning asking her to tell me what I did to make her feel this way so I just don't repeat the same mistakes with the other people in my life. And then radio silence for 10 days. I was pretty frustrated overall, and I talked to my friends about the situation over those couple of weeks. Even before this, I've been told time and time again by them to move on. And this time, I finally took their advice. I sent one more final message to her saying that I didn't reserve radio silence, and then I unfriended her. It might not seem like much, but it was a pretty big deal to me. The next step I took was to tell a different mutual we had that I still talk to that I had to stop talking to him for my mental health. He took it relatively well and was respectful, so we said our goodbyes. In the end, my only lingering attachment to that part of my life is the friend who was dropped with me, who ghosts me every so often. Alright, reflection time. There's a lot of things to unpack here, and I'm not going to hide anything. I think doing that would help me the most. First of all, it's just crazy to me that there's someone in the world with this opinion of me. Someone with this opinion of me that is so passionate about it that they felt the need to message me about it. I'm still not sure how to feel about that. On one hand, I think he's crazy, delusional, and probably a simp. On the other hand, it's still jarring. I don't think I've had anyone hate me like this before. Second of all, it really fucking sucked not hearing back from the ex-friend in question. I remember seeing her type after I sent the screenshot, but constantly deleting her message. I kind of regret not pushing the issue since in the end she never replied. The thing that sucked the most though was that I could see her playing with the same guy who sent me this message in her game history. In fact, she's playing with him and others as I speak. Honestly, instead of making me sad, it just pisses me off. Which is probably a good thing. It means I'm slowly letting go. Probably. The next thing is a positive one. Overall, this situation made me realize that I actually have a support network, and it's really big. I have many people I'm lucky to call friend both in person and online. There was honestly a very big hesitation to send them the screenshot of the message and explain the situation. A part of me was scared that they would change their opinion of me, even if I didn't believe I was this person, even if my friends didn't believe I was this person. Just the fact that there was someone in the world who had this opinion of me might be enough to make them call into question my character. But in the end, I decided to take a bit of a leap of faith and send it to them anyways. And all of them were extremely supportive of me. Even the ones who have only known for a short while that I probably shouldn't have told. I even sent the screenshot to the girl who ghosts me off and on, and she instantly sent a message to the jerk who sent it defending me. That did feel nice, even though she stopped talking to me again after about a week. Overall, I'm really grateful to the people around me. The fourth thing is a bit odd. It's about the mutual who I stopped talking to because talking to him reminded me too much of that time. He was very respectful, but it was a little sad that there was no pushback at all, or even much of a reaction to me breaking it off with him. I told him he was always good to me, and his response was, "Now pass it along and be good to everyone else you meet." I can still see him playing with the person who sent the message to me in his match history as well. The last thing is also odd, but it's something I should probably talk through anyway since I'm not trying to hide anything. A couple of friends raised the question on whether I was crushing on this girl. And to be quite honest, even after giving it a good amount of thought, I'm not sure. I'm very sure that I didn't want to date her. However, I did always think that the three of us would actually be friends forever. On top of that, of the 2 other people in the trio, her going away hurt more than the other one. I really can't say for sure whether it was a crush or not though. Okay, that was a lot. I think that just about covers it though. The reason why this entry is titled Epilogue is just because I think of this part of my life as coming to a close now, and that this video is the epilogue to that story. Thanks for listening. Hopefully next time it won't be me on a soapbox, and instead it'll be something dumb like how yanderes are actually the best.